Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm very excited today for two reasons. One, this is my very first cast for Heroes Lounge, who just started an NA division this season. So we're all really excited to see all these NA teams which are trying out Heroes Lounge for the very first time. And today I have a match. This is NA Division 5, and the names are a bit of a mouthful. FF and the Pancakes is going to be our blue team, and Hello Kitty Action Squad is going to be our red team today. And I know these teams are really excited to get playing. The other thing that I'm really excited and a little bit nervous about is this is my very first solo cast. I usually have co-casters, so this is my first time going on my own. So feel free to chat in Twitch chat. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that so we can talk. We can have a little dialogue together throughout this match. This is going to be a best of 3. And I'm going to go ahead and check with the teams. Let's see if we are ready. So, we have map bans. The maps that are banned are Braxis and Dragonshire, so we won't be hitting either of those. Our first map is going to be on Cursed Hollow, and that's the choice of Hello Kitty Action Squad. And it looks like the teams are ready to go. So let's jump in! So we're headed off to Cursed Hollow. So we've got first pick then is going to be going to FF and the Pancakes. First, we've got the ban phase. And let's see what we ban. You know, heroes like Mal'Ganis and Kerrigan, Asmodan, especially on this map, might be potential bans. Also, any of the, top supports or tanks, maybe Duranda. It's going to be a Jaina ban. Jaina is always so great with comboing with other heroes. She can just put out so much damage. Completely understand why FF and the Pancakes would want to ban that. And we'll see the response from Hello Kitty Action Squad. I don't know a lot about these teams. It's the very first week of the NA season for Heroes Lounge, so we're all going to be kind of getting to know the divisions and the teams as we go on. And it is going to be a Tyrande ban by Hello Kitty Action Squad and the Mal'Ganis ban coming out from FF and the Pancakes. And hello, Pirate Tay. I'm sorry my Nightbot jumped on you right off the bat, but welcome. I'm super excited to have you here checking out this match. We've got a Diablo ban now coming out from Hello Kitty Action Squad and a very, very quick first pick Phoenix for FF and the Pancakes. And there is that very scary Asmodan who can be just such a terror, especially on Cursed Hollow because it's such a big map. Followed with Brightwing, got a global. And over on FF and the Pancakes, we've got a Lily and a Tyrael. So this is very interesting. Lily, could be a really solid healer, especially when there are opponents on the other team that she can blind. Not really seeing a lot of blind value just for the Asmo and Brightwing yet, but we'll see if this changes maybe Hello Kitty Action Squad's game plan. They do go ahead and ban out Varian, which is probably making the Phoenix player pretty happy since Varian can be rough on Phoenix. And it's going to be Artanis banned. All right. And Sugar-Free Logic is saying, go Nate. Nate, you have a fan. And Killaskills04, hello to you as well. We've got Johanna and Li Ming coming in for Hello Kitty Action Squad. So a lot of poke for Hello Kitty Action Squad. And this is going to be going into a Zarya Illidan. Okay. So we've got a solo tank Tyrael. We've got the Zarya. I assume is going to be shielding up Illidan. So if they've got a really good Illidan player on FF and the Pancakes, that could be pretty scary. Although Johanna for the blinds will be nice for Hello Kitty Action Squad, and it's going to be Falstad. So we've got Hello Kitty Action Squad going very global here with the Falstad, Brightwing, and lots of poke from Asmodan and Li Ming. And on the side of FF and the Pancakes, we've got kind of like an Illidan comp, essentially. I mean, we have the Phoenix as well, but we've got a lot of protection here for the Illidan. It's going to be trying to jump all over Hello Kitty Action Squad and cause as much havoc as possible. All right, what do you guys think? We are on a 1-minute delay on the stream, by the way. So in a minute, I'll get to see what you think. But which comp are you guys liking the most? I'd have to say, man, it's really tough. I mean, it depends on how much damage Illidan's able to get in there and do, but I do really like the globals from Hello Kitty Action Squad on this large map, Cursed Hollow. So we'll have to see how these teams are able to execute their comps. And into Cursed Hollow we go. For your blue team, we've got Stampy is going to be playing that Illidan. We've got Jaeger on Lily, Courtney playing Zarya. I'm not sure, is it Mr. Sue on Tyrael? That's what I'm going to go with. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And CPP playing that Phoenix. Over on your red team, you've got Ice X on Falstad, Mirazi on Li Ming, Istarador on Asmodan, Slips on the Johanna, and Nate the Great playing Brightwing.
Let the battle begin.
And meanwhile, my Twitch chat is scared of the Nightbot. I understand. I am very fearful of Nightbot as well. It's kind of a mystery. So both teams just kind of hanging out in the middle. Now we see Johanna running, picking up the Vision. Vision is going to be really key on this map. Sometimes you could catch players, you know, with a bad rotation. So Vision, very important. It's going to be Zarya heading up top for FF and the Pancakes. Illidan heading to the bottom, and he'll be facing off against Falstad. And we've got Asmo up against the Zarya in the top lane. So right now, both teams just happy, kind of getting their waves. Trying to get that tier 4 talent before... Oh, Stampy. Stampy getting in big trouble here on the Illidan. And let me fix that camera picture out of there for you guys. So Illidan is going to be the first blood. And looking at Twitch chat, oh, Pirate Tay says, as Nate's best friend, I have an obligation to support them. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Here are the talents, if anybody's interested. Is going to be immolation for that Illidan. Here are the others. Advanced targeting for Phoenix. And Falstad actually went Wingman, so he'll be able to pick up extra camps for pushing in power. Speaking of camps, first camp, Siege Camp picked up by the Illidan for FF and the Pancakes. That'll help Phoenix a little bit here in the top lane with a little more pressure against that Asmodan. By the way, the first tribute is going to be toward the bottom lane. We do have Stampy on that Illidan working on the Bruiser camp as well. So FF and the Pancakes doing a good job of using their comp to get some of these early camps, which can help push out the lanes. Got Tyrael, Lily down here. Both teams starting to converge on this first tribute. We did have Phoenix die up in that top lane to Asmodan. So Asmo will finish off that camp, and it looks like will not be coming down for this tribute. So we've got a 3v4 favoring Hello Kitty Action Squad. Daybot, Fighter of the Nightbot, that's great. Nate the Great on that Brightwing trying to pick up the tribute. It's getting interrupted. But it does look like FF and the Pancakes are likely going to concede this. Phoenix went back up to the top lane rather than coming down to fight over this tribute, so... Courtney getting a little low on the Zarya, still poking as long as possible. This is allowing FF and the Pancakes to get a lot of value in the other two lanes. Phoenix pushing in the top lane. Illidan pushing in the middle. He's already on the fort. So the rest of FF and the Pancakes doing a fantastic job of holding Hello Kitty Action Squad here at this tribute, while their other two teammates are, you know, pushing the lanes, getting a lot of value there. You could already see a little bit of experience advantage starting to go over to FF and the Pancakes. Jaeger might have pushed a little too hard. All right, so Hello Kitty Action Squad picks up that first tribute. And Jaeger is going to fall. But great job by FF and the Pancakes. Look at, I mean, Illidan almost picked up this middle fort. But in the top, that whole top wall is gone. We've got Phoenix pushing in on that top fort. So I think pretty good job by FF and the Pancakes so far. We'll see how Hello Kitty Action Squad responds. Bosses are now active. Asmodan heading up to fight over the top lane with Phoenix. Our next tribute is going to also be in the bottom section of the map. Jaeger getting so low on the Lily. Is going to escape just fine though. Hello Kitty Action Squad picks up their bruiser camp, get that pushing down the middle lane as everybody starts to head over and position themselves for the fight over the next tribute. Now, either team could give this tribute and go for a boss, that's always an option, or, you know, if you just really want the tribute, you can also just fight you know, to get closer to that curse as well. So we've got 4 members of Hello Kitty Action Squad moving in. They're a little surrounded. Asmo staying top with the Phoenix. Stampy on that Illidan not coming down to help his team. So it looks like FF and the Pancakes are going to keep that same strategy, which is just delay the tribute and try to get value elsewhere. Jaeger might want to back out. 1v4. It's a little scary even for Lily, as slippery as she is.
Blue team has destroyed
What rank equivalent is Division 5? I actually think, I'll check in between games, but I believe there is a, like a range, an MMR range, that I can look up for you guys. Just don't want to miss any action. We've got 2 tributes now for Hello Kitty Action Squad. So they're going to have a choice. The next tribute is going to be activating in about 27 seconds. They can give it and go for a boss, or if they just want to try to, you know, get a curse as quickly as possible and get a lot of value, they certainly can fight for that tribute. This will be a curse for them if they are able to get it. So neither team looking at boss quite yet. Let's see if FF of the Pancakes brings more players this time. Yep, it does look like they're bringing all 5. Nate the Great on that Brightwing is channeling, not getting interrupted. Curse will go down, but Li Ming falls. Jaeger on Lily getting very low as well. Nice shield from Zarya keeps her up. And Hello Kitty is trying to escape. Lots of damage coming out from FF and the Pancakes. Nate the Great on Brightwing is going to be the next to fall. Although the members of FF and the Pancakes are relatively low as well. So it looks like they're going to back off. It is the curse for Hello Kitty Action Squad. So FF and the Pancakes are going to go ahead and back off and try to save as many structures as they can. But with that camp pushing in the bottom, that bottom fort has gone. Hello Kitty Action Squad looks like they are going to go ahead and move in on the boss. That makes sense. There's only 10 seconds left on the curse. They weren't able to push as much as they would have liked there, but I like that they're, you know, taking advantage and at least grabbing a boss here. The one negative thing is typically it's a little stronger to have the boss pushing while a tribute is in play. That way you make the other team have to choose whether, you know, to defend the boss or go to the tribute. My guess is this boss, well, of course, is going to get this top fort. Probably won't get a whole lot more, though. We've got Tyrael, Mr. Sue, in a little bit of trouble here. 1v5. Will Tyrael make it out? It looks like he will indeed. But Hello Kitty Action Squad is going to take this opportunity to go ahead and mow down this middle gate. And maybe push in on the fort if they're not contested. Meanwhile, up in the top, FF and the Pancakes finishing off this boss. And now we will likely have a fight ensuing here near the middle fort. Tyrael's going in. There is a kill. Oh, Midrasi on Li Ming. Oh my gosh, got so low. Was able to get out. So the only one who falled in that fight was, the only one who falled. Oh, great English there. The only one who fell in that fight was Falstad. Now we've got FF and the Pancakes starting their boss. However, Hello Kitty Action Squad, they know what's going on and are moving in. They do have globals. Here comes Falstad. And down goes basically the entire team. So we've got a team wipe. Hello Kitty Action Squad using those globals to get right back over to where FF and the Pancakes were fighting the boss. And they killed them all and they're going to take the boss as well. And there's also a tribute. This will be starting over, both teams at 0 of 3. But a good start for Hello Kitty Action Squad to, you know, start moving towards yet another curse. I'd love to see them maybe push in a little with the boss. Let's see what they decide to do. They're going to go ahead and steal the Bruiser camp. We've got the members of FF and the Pancakes respawning. They're coming down to defend the boss. There are the talents, by the way, everybody. It is going to be the hunt for Illidan, which is always fun. Jug of 1,000 Cups for Lily. We've got the Expulsion Zone, and of course we've seen the Judgment already, and the Planet Cracker for Phoenix. It's going to be Mighty Gust for Falstad, which gives some great control over the boss points. Wave of Force for Li Ming, Tide of Sin, Blessed Shield, and Emerald Wind. So a lot of boss control, point control for Hello Kitty Action Squad. Tribute is spawning in the top lane. Does not look like FF and the Pancakes is going to make it here in time to contest it. So it looks like they're happy to give it and just get their lanes pushed out. Sugar-Free Logic says, please report Hello Kitty Action Squad for bullying. Yep. They killed the whole team and stole the boss. That is bullying indeed. So we've got Hello Kitty Action Squad in great shape right now. They're at 2 of 3 for the tributes. So looking for another curse. The next tribute is going to be in the top, and they're already like right by it, you know, ready to jump on that. Gonna clean up this camp, probably push out this lane a bit. FF and the Pancakes, I can't tell what they're going to do here. We've got talent tier 16 for both teams, so it is an even fight.
Your petty squabbling. Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
This is... oh, there we go. Judgment going in. Oh, followed by the hunt. Falstad is just dead. So we've got a 5v4 in favor of FF and the Pancakes, and it looks like Hello Kitty Action Squad is smartly going to back off since they do have a numbers disadvantage here. Well, we'll see. They're still thinking about it. Gonna poke it a bit, but I think this is going to go over to FF and the Pancakes. All right, so first tribute of the game for FF and the Pancakes. Let's see if they could follow that up. Like they're eyeing this top fort. Slips on the Johanna coming in, taking a lot of damage. Johanna can take a lot of damage though, and she's right back up to full health again. FF and the Pancakes was looking to get that fort, didn't quite get it. Got some good damage on it though, and our next tribute is going to be down towards the bottom lane. A little bit of a favorable spawn for FF and the Pancakes. Looks like they're going to kind of reset. Looks like everybody's pretty full in health and mana, so they're going to go ahead and head down. Meanwhile, we've got the boss being picked up by Hello Kitty Action Squad. Now this time, boss timing is beautiful. Although it does look like FF and the Pancakes are quickly going to get this tribute, so they do have plenty of time to get back up top to defend that boss. If they don't, they're probably going to lose a keep, but it looks like they might be distracted with a team fight here. In goes Tyrael, in goes Illidan, down goes Falstad. Nice combination coming out from FF and the Pancakes. Meanwhile, the fight continuing here. Li Ming in danger, Illidan all over Li Ming, and she will fall. However, got some value going on in the top lane with that boss for Hello Kitty Action Squad. It does look like FF and the Pancakes is going to back off to try to save their keep. Meanwhile, 2 members down for Hello Kitty Action Squad. Then we'll just go ahead and pick up a camp. Next tribute is going to be towards the bottom, and this is going to be a big tribute because both teams sitting at 2. So whichever team gets this tribute is going to get the curse. FF for the Pancakes grabbing this camp real quick. And let's see if do they have time to head over there? I think they're giving. Interesting. Okay. So they're just going to go ahead and defend this curse. I mean, they've got some camps which will help with that. Tribute picked up by Hello Kitty Action Squad. And Crescent Burn, I just saw your comment. Thank you. Yeah, I've got to figure out a good naming convention for the Heroes Lounge games. So I appreciate your suggestion. We've got all of Hello Kitty Action Squad pushing up to this middle keep. We had most of FF and the Pancakes clearing out that bottom lane. Now they are going to rotate up, and let's see if they can make anything happen. Trying to defend their keep. Slips on the Johanna, moving in, stunning the whole team, blinding them. Falstad gusts them away. And it does look like the keep will fall. And we also lost Zarya. Mr. Sue is going to go down on Tyrael as well, but the Tyrael explosion almost takes out some members of Hello Kitty Action Squad, but they are still alive. 3 down for FF and the Pancakes. Does Hello Kitty Action Squad push in? They're going to push in on this bottom keep, it looks like. We've got Esterador so low on Asmodan's. Definitely going to need some heals. Trying to poke and help this team take down this keep.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Blue team's core is under attack.
And we've got Hello Kitty Action Squad. They're pushing in on the core. The shields are off the core. It is starting to fall. 75%. We do have a couple members about to spawn for FF and the Pancakes, but I don't think it's going to be in time. It's looking like game 1 is going to go over to Hello Kitty Action Squad. Takes game 1 on Cursed Hollow. All right. Here are some stats for you guys to check out. We had, get that chat out of the way for you, 13 kills to 6. So very strong performance by Hello Kitty Action Squad there. Tons of damage. Look at all the hero damage and siege damage coming out from Asmodan. Great job there. Lots of healing coming out from the Brightwing as well. So, fantastic job. Welcome back. All right, so here at Heroes Lounge, these are best of 3s. So what's going to happen next is the losing team is going to decide whether they would like to pick the next map or have the first hero pick on the next map. So what did you guys think of that game, by the way? Would love to hear your thoughts. Let's see, we've got Joseph Palder? Hopefully I said that right. Was saying they could still end. They seem to realize, yep. They did decide to go ahead and turn that around and push in. Phoenix just standing still for a significant amount of time. I'll have to check that out. I must have been looking elsewhere on the map while that was all happening. All right, we do already have a map choice. So FF and the Pancakes is going to go ahead and pick the next map, and that map is going to be Towers of Doom. So I'm going to start getting that set up now so we could get right back into the action here. All right, everybody. So while I get that situated and get the teams invited, I'm going to go to a very quick break just for a couple minutes. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be right back. Just want to get everything all set up and ready to go, but we should be starting very shortly. So be right back. Hello, I'm back. Didn't want to be gone very long. We're just about ready, just getting the last player into game right now. So what do you guys think? So we're going to Towers of Doom. This is going to be a shot here for FF and the Pancakes to come back. What do you guys think they need to do in order to turn this around? After what you saw in game one, what do you guys think? Would you like to see something different drafted? Would you like to see maybe a different strategy? While you think about that, I'm going to check with the teams and see if they're ready to go. And if you're just joining us, this is Heroes Lounge, NA Heroes Lounge for the first time. And we've got FF and the Pancakes versus Hello Kitty Action Squad. Two teams with very long names. All right, so we've got the OK coming in from FF and the Pancakes. Just want to make sure that Hello Kitty Action Squad's ready as well. And it looks like they are. So let's roll into Towers of Doom.
Towers of Doom.
All right. So again, this map picked by FF and the Pancakes. So the first picks and bans will be going over to Hello Kitty Action Squad, and that Tyrande is going to be banned out once again. And also Mal'Ganis. No surprises here. See if we get the same bans as last game, or if there are any target bans. So Diablo banned by Hello Kitty Action Squad. And we'll see what FF and the Pancakes ban here. The one nice thing about all these new heroes coming out that everybody always, bans. By the way, Orphea is out, but is not playable yet in Heroes Lounge. There's a couple week delay from when a hero first enters the Nexus when they could be played in League play. Is going to be that Asmodan banned out by FF and the Pancakes, which I think is a great decision, especially on Towers of Doom. All that poke, and pushing power that Asmo has would be nasty. And it is going to be Brightwing. So Hello Kitty Action Squad really favoring Brightwing as their healer of choice. This is another great map for globals. It's going to be Phoenix once again for FF and the Pancakes, but they'll add Johanna this time as their tank. And let's see. Apparently, nobody had strong feelings about what they thought FF and the Pancakes could do to turn this around, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I like the Johanna pickup here. I didn't mind that Asmo. It is going to be Gold and Murden for Hello Kitty Action Squad. And now we get some more bands. Lots of choices here. They are going to ban the other global, the Falstad. All right. Yeah, globals can be so strong here on Towers of Doom, you know, going up, stealing an altar, then being able to join up with the rest of the team who's delaying at a different altar. So I think that's a good decision, especially since they saw it play just last game. Might as well take it out of the equation here. And the final ban is going to be Deckard Cain. So we'll see what support FF and the Pancakes has in mind. Arguably the top two, Taronda, Deckard, are gone. But that does leave a pretty wide variety of healers available. There's White Mane, gonna get, and Malfurion. Okay, so it's gonna be Malfurion with the roots, and Maiev. So this could be really good. See what Hello Kitty Action Squad, how they respond. It's gonna be Tychus and Varian. So pretty beefy front line for Hello Kitty Action Squad. And they may use Phoenix as their solo laner, FF and the Pancakes. Yep, they are going to do that, and they'll go ahead and grab Cassia. So they've got that Johanna-Cassia combination with the blinds, helping Cassia do additional damage. Blinds are going to be great as well for Tychus, for Varian. So I like that. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this comp a little bit more? I guess we're about to find out because we are launching in. Is it hard to solo cast? Yeah, I mentioned that this is actually my very first solo cast. I like having a co-caster because it's nice to kind of be able to chat back and forth and have another person that maybe brings up some points that, you know, you didn't think of, or, you know, just sees things from a different point of view. So that's nice to have. It's a little harder solo casting because you feel like you have to just keep talking. But let me know how I'm doing. I definitely want to work on my solo casting some more for sure. All right, so let's get these teams introduced. Over on the blue side, we have Jaeger on Johanna, Stampy playing Maiev, Courtney on Malfurion, CPP playing Phoenix, and Mr. Sue on Cassia. Let me change my scenes real quick. And over on the red team, we've got Ice X on Varian, Mirazi playing Tychus, Isterador on Gul'dan, Slips on Muradin, and Brightwing will be played by Nate the Great. All right. So both teams kind of just starting off hanging out in the middle. Here are your first talent choices. It's going to be High King's Quest for Varian. It's going to be Quest Echoed Corruption for Gul'dan. Trying to see if we see anything. Advanced targeting for the Phoenix, and it's going to be Thunderstroke. So we've got lots of quests going on for both teams. So this battleground, Towers of Doom, is pretty notorious for, you know, always having a comeback mechanic. Kind of feels like no game on Towers of Doom is ever over until it's over, because there've been some pretty amazing comeback wins. So we'll see how this one goes. Some teams, you know, they concentrate a little bit more on pushing and getting structures and not worrying so much about the shots in the beginning. Other teams just, you know, focus really hard on the shots. Some teams, they like to focus on this bottom lane because you do have the 2 pumpkin camps that can do a lot of extra damage if you're able to grab that fort in the bottom lane of your opponents. We've already got some early pumpkins coming out for FF and the Pancakes, and they're pushing in. Ice X in trouble here, gets rooted and is going to be first blood. So already we see FF and the Pancakes doing a good job of pushing out this bottom lane, which can become very important with those pumpkins like we were just talking about. They already have the gate and one of the towers down. Slips on the Muradin is going to work on the siege camp for Hello Kitty Action Squad, but we may have an invade here. Here comes Stampy. I have tethering Mr. Sue on Cassia, getting pretty low. It has to back out. It looks like FF and the Pancakes is going to go ahead and give over that camp. And we've got 3 altars activating. So it's always interesting to see the strategies for the teams with the triple altars. With the global, you could send Brightwing like up to this top right one, while the other 4 poke at the bottom one. That's, you know, one possibility. We'll see what happens here. So we've got Phoenix channeling the altar for FF and the Pancakes, and we've got a 3v1 in the bottom. But here comes the rest of Hello Kitty Action Squad. Now the numbers advantages for them. It's a 5v4. Cassia going in, almost grabs a kill on Slips, but Slips able to slip away. Ha! Hello Kitty trying to get this channeled. Johanna going in for the interrupt. It does look like this altar will go over to Hello Kitty. All right. So shots are a little bit in favor of Hello Kitty Action Squad, but the experience is very much in favor of FF and the Pancakes. They're up by a little over a level. Gonna grab the pumpkin camp again. Phoenix soaking all the experience in the top lane. You could see some damage done to the gate and towers up here. Hi, Max. Welcome. All right, we got more pumpkins being pushed in by FF and the Pancakes in the bottom lane. That second tower is now gone, so they're really paving the way to take that fort later and put a lot of pressure onto Hello Kitty Action Squad with those pumpkin camps. But definitely FF and the Pancakes winning the race to 10. There's another look at some talents for you guys. In case anybody's wondering about the builds of our players. We've got a solo altar in the bottom lane. FF and the Pancakes getting set up. They've got 4 members down there already. Got a little bit of a numbers advantage until Varian arrives. Now we've got a 5v5. Neither team has heroics yet, although FF and the Pancakes is a little less than a level away. Big team fight, huge blinds coming out. A root onto Varian helps finish him off. Midrasi on Tychus is able to escape. So we've got 3 down for Hello Kitty Action Squad, 1 down for FF of the Pancakes, and they're going to use this opportunity to grab this camp. They're going to steal the camp, pumpkin camp. See if they push in to try to grab this fort. And FF and the Pancakes have evened up the core damage, 32 to 32. 2 pumpkins survive. FF and the Pancakes moving in on the fort. Huge tether by Maiev. Oh, Planet Cracker is out. Down go 3 members of Hello Kitty Action Squad. Gul'dan, Tychus, and Brightwing are gone. The fort goes over to FF and the Pancakes. So they've got complete control of this bottom lane. Likely, yep, Maiev moving over to grab the pumpkin camp. Now, you know, if the pumpkins push in, it would be core damage if FF and the Pancakes is able to hold on to the fort. Looks like they're posturing to make sure that they do. Varian up top working on the siege camp up here. We do have double altars toward the top lane, in between the middle and the top lane. So, see how long FF and the Pancakes hangs out down in the bottom. It looks like they want to make sure that these pumpkins get in, but the pumpkins are so slow. They're still way back here. Johanna is the only member for FF of the Pancakes toward the top, but Varian's the only member for Hello Kitty, so see if FF can get into the pumpkins. 1 pumpkin down, 2 pumpkins down. Looks like Hello Kitty Action Squad doing a really good job of cleaning that up. So the core damage danger is gone. And we just had trades on the altars up here. So it's 29-27 now in favor of FF and the Pancakes. And they are going to just hang out here by this bottom fort and cause trouble. Varian and Jaeger on that Johanna duking it out in the middle. We've got a siege camp just popped for on the side of Hello Kitty Action Squad. With all 5 members down here for Hello Kitty, they're going to make sure that they get that siege camp so that FF and the Pancakes doesn't have an opportunity to push in more pumpkins for core shots. But it is a 4v5. And actually, those pumpkins go right into the fort there. Oh! Huge play by my Planet Cracker going through the middle of Hello Kitty Action Squad. And they are going to kill 4 here. That was a beautiful combination with Maiev and the Planet Cracker coming out from Phoenix there. That was really nice. We do have 1 altar about to spawn. This will definitely be going over to FF and the Pancakes.
Take the altars and put an end to the
Furion and Cassia still staying down that bottom lane, not allowing Hello Kitty Action Squad to retake this bottom fort. And more shots going over. FF and the Pancakes up 29-22 on the core shots. Core health. And they're just going to resume what they were doing before. Send 4 members to the bottom lane. Keep Hello Kitty Action Squad from being able to take back this fort. Meanwhile, Johanna's up in the top lane versus Varian. You could see the experience difference. I mean, it's... FF and the Pancakes is doing a great job here. They're up 15-12 in levels. So they're up a two. They actually just got a kill. Oh, Meet the Great. They just killed the Pancakes and the Golden and Brightwing. So FF and the Pancakes doing a great job of just dominating this bottom lane, making it very difficult on Hello Kitty Action Squad. Variant picking up another camp up here. It is going to be, it looks like a triple altar next. We've got a 16 to 13 talent advantage for FF and the Pancakes. They're just continuing to harass Hello Kitty in this bottom lane. Here are the talents again, so everybody can see where we're at. Triple altar spawning. We've got Phoenix moving down toward the bottom. Johanna is going to try to grab the left.
Heroes, do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the altars before you.
It's interrupted. Phoenix is able to grab the bottom one.
Doomed to the grave.
Meanwhile, FF and the Pancakes continuing to hold the other members of Hello Kitty Action Squad in this bottom lane. They're heading up now to make sure that they get this altar channeled. Possibly could look at the boss. We'll see what they decide. Meanwhile, I think Hello Kitty Action Squad may actually have a chance of getting their fort back. Much to the dismay of FF and the Pancakes, who have been working so hard. Oh, here we go, Warden's Cage, Planet Cracker! Wow. What a combination. And now we've got FF and the Pancakes. They've got some time to take some more map control. They're going to grab Siege Camp on the side of Hello Kitty Action Squad. They're going to grab the other pumpkins as well. Get that double pumpkin camp rolling in. As they take back this, let's see if they try. No, they're just going to let the pumpkins, looks like, hit the fort. I thought they might try to take it back and try to get most of the pumpkins in for core shots. First round is in. If they can get the fort in time. They do have 3 more pumpkins headed down the lane. Another team fight coming out. Stuns. Brightwing trying to ult, but gets killed. The fort falls. And FF and the Pancakes are just... They've got a great combo going with the Maiev and the Phoenix. They're just bullying Hello Kitty Action Squad off of this bottom fort. They got a kill. There's 2 altars out. It looks like they're going to be able to grab them both. We got Phoenix channeling in the bottom, Stampy on the Maiev grabbing the middle, and here's a root followed by a stun on 2 more members. And that's it, folks. That is it. Game 2 going over to FF and the Pancakes. Here are some stats. So we saw Varian really busy all game. Siege damage shows it. Johanna was kind of doing the same thing. Really, it was just this 4-pack of Maiev, Malfurion, Phoenix, and Cassia just moving around together, hanging out in that bottom lane that just caused a lot of problems for Hello Kitty Action Squad. All right. Hello. Okay, guys, so this is a best of 3, and we're even at 1. Let me update the score real quick. So it's all going to come down to game 3. So Hello Kitty Action Squad, since they lost that game, they're going to get to choose whether they would like to pick the next map or get the first hero pick for game 3. So let me see here what they're thinking. What did you guys think of that? You guys enjoying Courtney for the win says FWAP SK. I'm just doing the best I can with these name pronunciations here. Kill a Skills 04 says I'm here for my aunt in Pancakes. Nice. I love to see like family and friends like showing up to support their teams. All right, we do have the last map. You know what? I'm not gonna go to AFK this time. You guys could just hear me talk to myself as I get everything set up. If that works for you guys, that works for me as well. All right, so map 3 is going to be Sky Temple, and it is chosen by Hello Kitty Action Squad. So both teams really favoring getting map choice. All right. I'm just going to invite the teams. To the lobby. NA Division 5. Sorry about the typing, guys. This is why I went to AFK last time. The team names are so long that you get to hear extra typing. Okay, there we go. All right, so just popping into heard Isex has great legs. Ninja Follow says, I don't know for sure, but you can ask. Okay. Hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday. Okay. Here we go. Teams are starting to trickle in for this last game. All right, what else is going on with you guys? He's a cutie, says, why does Twitch TV hate me? Why does Twitch TV hate you? How do you know Twitch TV hates you? And it is a best of 3. Yep, that is correct. Any other questions from anybody while we wait? Just about ready. It looks like we just need one last player. All right. So Sky Temple. So this is a map with one boss. We have been seeing Hello Kitty Action Squad pick up the Brightwing, and Brightwing has been taking the ult that would really help with some boss control. CPP has to be swapped. Yep. The team's joking around a bit together, having fun. That's what we like to see. That's the whole point of this, right? Is to have fun. We've got all 10 players. Let me check if the team's ready. Are we ready for game 3? Thank you again, everybody joining to see this best of 3 between FF and the Pancakes and Hello Kitty Action Squad. And they're thinking they're the first teams for Division 5 that are actually going to a game 3. I don't know whether that's true or not, but sure, that sounds great. All right, we've got it all ready from FF and the Pancakes, just making sure Hello Kitty Action Squad is good as well. Who is the strongest player on FF? I don't know. I really don't know the teams well enough to make that statement. But last game, you know, I noticed some really great plays by Maiev and also their Phoenix player. We'll have to see if that continues into game 3. Still just waiting for the thumbs up from Hello Kitty Action Squad. Teams are allowed, I believe it's up to 5-minute break between the games. I'd like to try to keep things rolling as much as possible unless the teams actually need to take a break, which is fine if they do, but that might be what's going on with Hello Kitty Action Squad. Don't have the thumbs up quite yet. So meanwhile, it'll be really interesting to see, you know, if maybe we get some target mans this time. Does FF and then Pancakes let Hello Kitty Action Squad get that Bright Wing again? Letting them know that I'm waiting for Hello Kitty to tell us we're ready. Especially good on this map due to Holy Ground boss control. Oh, Tyrael, yep. Yeah, so FF did play the Tyrael. They did Judgment, though. I agree with you. I think Holy Ground and Sanctification could be amazing here. And yay, we're ready! All right. Let's go. Here we go into Sky Temple, everyone. All right, this is it. The final game. Such a close match. I mean, I felt like in game 1, Hello Kitty Action Squad seemed pretty dominant, but FF and the Pancakes were really dominant last game, so I feel like this game really could go either way. And this time, FF at the Pancakes will be able to have the first hero choice. We'll see what they're thinking of banning here. It's going to be Mulganis. And next up to ban Hello Kitty Action Squad. Whichever team does end up taking this, if we are able to do an interview, I'm definitely going to be asking them about their team name. All right, so the Phoenix is banned. That's a hero that FF and the Pancakes has played in both games so far. So they will not get that Phoenix for game 3. And it's going to be an Asmo banned by FF and the Pancakes. No, keep our support. We'll take your look at that. Whenever players get swapped, I always try to convince people to make the trade happen. No one ever goes with it. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. So Diablo banned, I believe, all 3 games. Excuse me, by Hello Kitty Action Squad. So they just do not want to deal with that hero at all. And it is going to be a Jaina first pick for FF and the Pancakes.
The crusade calls.
And Johanna and Maiev. So kind of interesting. A little bit of a flip from last game, right? Because the Maiev and Johanna were played by FF and the Pancakes. Let's see. It's going to be Varian. And Lily again. I also, whoever was talking about Ertaz, is that how you say your name? We were talking about Tyrael. Tyrael can be really amazing against Maiev as well if she goes Warden's Cage, because you can sink to like right in the middle of it, right? And completely protect your team from all of that follow-up. So that definitely, I think, is a possibility. And apparently Hello Kitty Action Squad thought so as well, because Tyrael has been banned. All right, so one final ban to go by FF and the Pancakes. It is going to be that Brightwing. So we'll see what support Hello Kitty Action Squad turns to now that their beloved Brightwing has been taken away. Maybe Deckard? Maybe Malfurion with the Maiev? Make a little combination. Oh, all right. It's going to be Medivh and Falstad. So Medivh with that Maiev is kind of scary. We'll see how FF and the Pancakes responds. Asking whom about their team name? Oh, both teams. I'm just curious. Why does Twitch TV hate me? Was just asking why, which team I would be asking about their team name. And both of them, I'm just kind of interested how they came up with them. So it is going to be Zeratul and Yrel to round out the roster for FF and the Pancakes. Sorry, my throat is getting a little raspy. I guess I have to get used to pacing myself doing a solo cast versus having a solo caster, right? Or having a co-caster. All right, waiting for the final pick. And it is going to be Stukov will be the healer for Hello Kitty Action Squad. So that could be pretty scary, throwing down the big silence, lurking arm into the Maiev Warden's cage. So what do you guys think? I mean, I feel like... I mean, it's all gonna... a lot of it's gonna come down to how good is... looks like it's Steridor playing that Medivh. How good that Medivh is with those portals. Is it gonna allow Hello Kitty Action Squad to really get in on FF and the Pancakes? Or is FF and the Pancakes gonna find a way to... keep those portals from getting value. We've got, Yrel, who's great wave clear solo laner for FF and the Pancakes. I'm not sure. It's very interesting combinations here. All right, let's get back into the game here. All right, so for FF and the Pancakes, your blue team, we have got Jaeger on the Varian Stampy playing Zeratul, Courtney on Jaina, Yrel, played by Mr. Sue, CPP on Lily. And on the red side, this is Hello Kitty Action Squad. We have got Falstad playing Isaac. Falstad is not playing Isaac. Isaac is actually playing Falstad, because that would be weird. We've got Midrasi on Maiev, Isteridor on Medivh, Slips on Johanna, and Nate the Great is on the Stukov. And both teams taking a peek at the vision toward the top lane here will be picked up by Hello Kitty Action Squad. Looks like FF for the Pancakes happy to just move into their lanes. They've got Yrel down in the bottom, Varian in the top lane, Zeratul sneaking around. A lot of vision also provided by Medivh. Flying around, just able to see where everyone is safely. It's going to be Yrel versus Johanna in the bottom lane. Thank you so much for joining. I wasn't expecting to have this many watching today. I'm excited. Thank you for coming by. Okay, both teams just doing their laning. Looks like FF and the Pancakes is gonna start their siege camp. The Div coming down to see what's happening. Possible invade now. They're not gonna make it in time. This Hello Kitty Action Squad will also pick up at their camp as well. Meanwhile, Yrel is going to try to push in, clear this wave, and try to start getting some damage on the towers here in the bottom. This bottom lane is where the second round temple will spawn. This first round, we're going to have two temples, one in the very top lane and one in the middle. We've got FF and the Pancakes picking up their bruiser camp as well. And temples will be activating soon. So we'll see the strategies for these teams on the temples, you know, whether they're happy just splitting, how many players they leave in other lanes to keep pushing during the temple phase. Got a camp here in the top lane pushing in, or they're going to try to get some of these towers down. FF and the Pancakes working on the towers. It's just Falstad up here right now. Here comes Medivh. The camp picked up on the side of Hello Kitty Action Squad, but temple, we've got Jaeger on the Varian up working on the temple. In the middle, Johanna is picking up that middle temple for Hello Kitty Action Squad. Got Stampy on the Zeratul, continuing to lane. Big push in by Hello Kitty Action Squad on this top temple, and they're actually going to push FF and the Pancakes off. Temple phase is done. Still got a 4v4 in the top lane. CPP is going to fall on Lily. Got just a little too far out. So just a very slight experience advantage for FF and the Pancakes so far. Star Knight, my friend. Hi. Thanks for coming by. We are in game 3 of a best of 3 match between FF and the Pancakes and Hello Kitty Action Squad. This is Heroes Lounge, NA. Division 5. Gathering Storm for Falstad this time, by the way. Right. Pretty even on experience, both teams. FF and the Pancakes, slight advantage still. Let's see which team is able to make it to 10 first. The next temple, it's just one in the bottom lane. Will be active in about 25 seconds. Still got some skirmishing going on in the top lane. I'm sure FF and the Pancakes would really love to finish off that fort. But I'm not sure. I can't tell. That it looks like they might be willing to give that bottom temple and they just want to take the top fort in exchange. Because 3 of them are still staying up in the top lane and the temple's actually being grabbed right now by Hello Kitty Action Squads because it's just 2v3 in the bottom, so FF and the Pancakes not really able to move in and contest that, but they're trying to take this top fort instead. And they do. There's a taunt onto Falstad. Medivh Portal gets Ice X out safely. So this looks like this full temple will go over to Hello Kitty Action Squad. They're getting quite a lot of damage themselves onto the bottom fort here. All right, we are done. Didn't quite finish off that fort. Both teams are present. Well, 5 members for FF and the Pancakes versus 4 right now for Hello Kitty, although Falstad does have that global. Falstad will go ahead and fly down and join the rest of the team. So we've got 5v5, a blind and a silence onto Urel, and she goes down. There's that Warden's Cage with the lurking arm. We've got Lily popping her jugs. And Hello Kitty Action Squad is going to move in and finish off the bottom fort. Here are all the ults. We do have the Gust from Falstad, as we see Hello Kitty Action Squad steal the siege camp here. It's Warden's Cage, Polybomb for Medivh, Blessed Shield and Flailing Swipe, and a big Polymorph. Here comes an aggressive Medivh portal trying to finish off a Jaeger on the Varian, but he's going to escape. We've got Shield Wall coming out for Varian. It is going to be Void Prison for the Zeratul, Ring of Frost for Jaina, Ardent Defender for Urel, and the Jug of 1,000 Cups, which we already saw, for Lily. Temples activating in about 17 seconds. There are 2, bottom lane and mid. So we see the experience lead shifting slightly in favor of Hello Kitty Action Squad. And it looks like FF of the Pancakes is going to go ahead and commit to the bottom temple. Meanwhile, Hello Kitty Action Squad is going to go ahead and grab the middle temple. So all 5 members for FF and the Pancakes here in the bottom lane. We'll go ahead and clean up that camp. I was thinking maybe they'd push in on that fort just to, you know, get some temple shots elsewhere. Like, if you can do a lot of damage to the fort yourself, you know, you could not depend on the temple to take it down. And it actually, yep, it will just get it. Falstad's got a nice push going, although that middle minion who gives the buff is about to fall in the top lane. Falstad flying in. Here we got a team fight. Nate the Great running out. Jaeger on the Varian is gonna fall. My Evans Zeratul already down. There goes Stukov. Big stun onto Lily. She falls as well. There goes Jaina. The only survivor is Urel, who I imagine is probably going to go up and defend. Meanwhile, Hello Kitty Action Squad, they want to push in on this top keep. They have a little bit of time before FF and the Pancakes respawns. Her jugs. You have a dirty mind. Why does Twitch TV hate me? I'm actually kind of liking saying your name now that I'm used to it. So FF and the Pancakes able to save the keep, but the whole the whole wall is gone. So very good job by Hello Kitty Action Squad, who have about a level lead on FF and the Pancakes. So maybe thinking about the... Nope, they're thinking about stealing this camp. Zeratul's here, though. So FF and the Pancakes will go ahead and clean this camp up. But we may end up with a team fight. We've got a 5v5 here. This actually wouldn't be a horrible time for FF and the Pancakes to take a fight, because they are about to be down a talent here. There's a huge VP. 5-member VP followed by a ring. Oh, beautiful. Gust by Falstad saved so many lives right there, I think.
My magic flows through the temple. Guardians.
All right. Slips is going to make it out. So nobody died there. Definitely people were going to die without that. That Ice X Falstad Gust was critical right there. Because it did not allow the follow-up damage that would have definitely finished off at least a couple of members of Hello Kitty Action Squad. Got FF and the Pancakes moving up to take over the top temple. Hello Kitty Action Squad is happy with picking up this middle temple. Definitely, we've got the structure advantage in favor of Hello Kitty Action Squad right now. They're just about to be working on that middle keep, whereas the temple for FF and the Pancakes is just working on that middle fort right now. Alright, we've got Hello Kitty Action Squad grabbing the Bruiser Camp. The whole rest of the team for FF and the Pancakes is up here as well, though. Almost having 16. We've got talent tier advantage for a very short amount of time for Hello Kitty Action Squad. They realize this, and maybe we're thinking about pushing a fight there, but FF and the Pancakes did a great job of just kind of backing out and not giving it to them. They're waiting. They want level 16. Here's a big polymorph. Zeratul is going to fall. Will the rest of FF and the Pancakes survive? There's a ring. Mr. Sue getting really low on Urel. Jaeger on the variant is just going to make it out. Level 16 has arrived for FF and the Pancakes, but I don't think it's going to save their keep. I think this keep is going down. They've got that buff from the camp. Looks like Hello Kitty Action Squad is happy grabbing that keep. They back out. They moved right onto the Bruiser Camp of FF and the Pancakes. Take it as well. Nope. Let's see. We may have a boss play. I keep thinking we might have a boss play, but it's like Hello Kitty Action Squad is just looking to grab the camp. It's going to be one temple this time, up towards the middle. Hello Kitty Action Squad grabbing both siege camps in the bottom. Medivh keeping a close eye on FF and the Pancakes. His team knows exactly where they are. We're going to be getting a lot of pressure for the rest of the game in this top lane with the catapults pushing in.
Blue team's core is under attack.
FF and the Pancakes moving in. They want to get on this temple. There's a VP, Warden's Cage, ring. There's a flailing swipe by Falstad to try to by Falstad. I, of course, did not mean by Falstad, because he doesn't have flailing swipe. Stukov, of course. Nobody dead yet. A huge silence on Varian. Varian falls. Jaina Blizzard doing a lot of damage to Hello Kitty Action Squad, but in the end, it will be CP pulling on the Lily, Jaina, and Hello Kitty Action Squad maybe thinking about ending here. They have like 30 seconds of 5v2. Zeratul does not have a Void Prison available to use on the core. I do think this may be it. The core is falling 20%. Game 3 going over to Hello Kitty Action Squad, and they will take the match with that win. All right. Here are some stats for you guys. 13-3 in kills in favor of Hello Kitty Action Squad. Lots of damage coming out from Falstad, and that one gust. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do an interview. I have to comment about that gust. It was just gorgeous. All right, I am going to jump into Discord. Give me 1 second. I'm still getting used to navigating the Heroes Lounge Discord. It's got a lot going on. There we go. All right. Just wanted to jump in the interview room to see if we can get the captain for Hello Kitty Action Squad, which would be Ice X. I'm just going to let Ice X know that I jumped into the interview room channel. Oh. Well, I tried to send him a message, but I the player you were trying to whisper is not currently accepting messages from players who are not on their friends list. So, I'm going to have to do this via Discord, so that's fine. Give me just a second. All right. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers that we could get an interview here. Meanwhile, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was pretty exciting. And we'll give Ice X a couple minutes here to join me in Discord chat. Didn't look like people had a lot to say toward the end of that game, but hi Ice.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. That was so much fun, and I just wanted to be the first to congratulate you for taking your first match in Heroes Lounge NA Division 5.
Thank you.
How are you guys feeling? Are you guys pumped?
Yeah, it was kind of a roller coaster of a series. We were feeling really good after the first one, and then the second game, man, we just got really outplayed. They had a solid strategy going into that match, and we really didn't counter it well at all. They were firing on all cylinders, and we got stomped. And then that third one, I mean, it was back and forth for a while, but we finally pulled it out there in the end. So we were feeling pretty good after that last one.
Yeah. So, just because people are just starting to getting to know the teams, in A this season, can you tell us a little bit about your team? Like, how do you guys know each other? How did you come up with your team name? Just a couple basic things like that.
Sure. We've been playing together for probably 7 years. Not necessarily Heroes, but we all started playing games together back in about 2011, 2010. Two guys are roommates. They lived together, and then just a couple of us kind of met through games and started playing just because we had similar interests. Yeah, and then we started playing League of Legends probably about around the time that game got popular. Fell off of it for a while, went over to Guild Wars, played that pretty extensively, and then we just got back into Heroes. I've been in it for a while, but the other guys just got back in about 3 weeks ago.
Oh wow!
So we decided, yeah. So I was like, hey, they're starting this thing in North America. What do you guys think? And they're like, hey, we got some rust, but we'll try to get through it. And so we've been playing off and on for the last 3 weeks, trying to get ready for this thing. And obviously, we still got some kinks to work out, but we're pretty confident that we'll be able to smooth it out as the games go on.
So you're a new team for Heroes, but not necessarily a new team because you guys have played other games together.
Yeah, and cool. Our rules in other games are fairly similar to the rules we play in Heroes. I'm actually a tank main. up until about a week ago, I've never really played any assassins outside of Jaina. And it looks like the other team did their homework because the first ban was Jaina. I was like, uh-oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah, and it's a little harder to do your homework so early in the season too, because you don't have a lot of stats to look at, for some of these teams.
Right. And so, these last, I don't know, 2 weeks, I've really been cranking out a few champions trying to expand my assassin pool because I really was not familiar with the role at all. Not very confident. I'm way too used to being in the front line. So my lack of positioning shows that time. I get a little greedy and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm really squishy. I need to back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got into our roles and just started working on our pool. The guys really right now, since they've only been playing for about 3 weeks, it's like 2 or 3 champions for a pool that they feel really confident on. But like I said, you said it's still early. We're looking forward to expanding the pool, getting some more practice in. I already messaged out to the guys we played. I was like, hey, that was such a close series. We should just become scrim partners and kind of work together because they were a pretty good team.
Yeah, definitely. And I definitely felt the same way you did. I felt like you guys had really had the upper hand in game one, and then FF and the Pancakes in game two. Just they had such a great strategy on Towers of Doom that it was exciting really going into game three, just because even though the first two games like weren't super close, the fact that one was won by one team and one by the other just kind of speaks to how close you guys are. It just kind of depends. It's all about strategy and map, right?
Yeah, I mean, when we were talking about what maps we wanted to ban, it was a toss up between Braxis and Towers because we really don't have much practice on those two maps at all. We do better on the 3-lane maps, but Towers is just one of those 3-lane maps we struggle on. We just don't have a solid strategy built up around. And they looked fully prepared for that map coming in. They had a solid, just off a champion select, we were like, uh-oh, they got a really strong team, and I don't know what we're going to do to counter. About halfway through that game, we were already like, yep, they know what they're doing. They've got a really solid game plan going, and everything that I was trying. I was trying to go soak so we could get the talent back and try and get up to a solid fight again to hopefully win that bottom nexus back. But that Johanna just kept following me back and forth, and they're just getting the exact same soak I am. So it was pretty challenging. Going against that comp once we fell behind as quickly as we did in that map. But we got halfway through it. We're like, all right, guys, we're done. This is over. So let's start. We spent the second half of that map just talking about what we're going to change. That's where we brought in Phoenix has got to get banned.
Mm-hmm.
It really, the Phoenix play was good, but just everybody working together. The first game, the Tyrael Illidan working with the Phoenix pick was really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely got the better of me a couple times. We
Yeah.
really wanted that unstoppable so that we could, but with the Brightwing, it didn't work out that way.
Yeah,
And
they
then,
definitely were gunning for you in game one with
yeah, no,
the
yeah, I was
judges
the
followed
minute
by
I
the
saw
hunt.
Tyrael, I was already running away. I was like, he's gonna jump right on me, and then it's just it's a pretty good combo they got.
Yeah, and
So
with the
we
hunt, I mean, the rest of the team doesn't even really have to be that close because Illidan could be like right in there
Yeah,
too.
he's just
Yeah.
he's flying on over from no man's land, and so, but so that's why we're like, all right, it seems like the Phoenix is the one of the stronger parts. Let's throw a wrench in the chain because they had done the combo with two different team comps, and Phoenix was the one that stayed true. So we decided to ban the Phoenix, and it seemed to work out. They didn't seem as confident on the other champions. So we're like, let's see if we ban the Phoenix, and if it happens, it happens, and it seemed to work out pretty well.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to think back to some of your drafts. So it looks like you guys really like Brightwing a lot. I was surprised how early you took Brightwing, but I did see how it was working for you, especially in game one.
Yeah, Brightwing, we like her a lot in the 3-lane maps. The polymorph is huge. We saw the Illidan come out, and so in game one we saw the Illidan come out. We're like, oh, we need to get this Brightwing to just polymorph because they're going to try and jump on. And yeah, our support player, that's one of his more comfortable picks. So going to this one, we hadn't had a ton of experience with our champ pool. So we were going more from a just what are you comfortable on kind of thing, and then we tried to build a comp around what they're comfortable on.
Hmm.
So we have our one player who's confident on the Asmodan. They banned that game 2 and 3, so we had to go back to some of his smaller pool champions. He literally just practiced the Medivh right before the series. We had one practice game before the series, and so he was like,
Wow.
I did pretty good in the practice game. What do you guys? And it was on the same map, so we're like, what do you guys think if I try pulling that Medivh out again? And we're like, all right, go for it. It fits pretty okay into the comp, so we'll see. And it worked out. And then our support, he's got a little bit of a couple other champs he felt good on. His Stukov is again another comfort pick for him, so
Hmm.
he decided to pick that one.
Yeah, and that
Our
Stukov
other
lurking arm can be so scary with the Warden's
yeah,
Cage.
well we saw that they had such a heavy engaged comp with the Jaina the Zeratul. Like if they get that combo off again, it's trouble. And so we were trying to get him to just provide us a little zoning opportunity, so I could have a little extra distance to do what I need to do to try and get some of their out of position players down chunked a bit. That third match, instead of going my standard build, I just went full hammer build to try and burst them down as quick as
Yeah, and
um
I'm glad actually you ended up being the one I interviewed, because I just have a comment to make. That gust you had to save your entire team when you guys got jumped on was crazy.
yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where I knew Zeratul's plan, and the team noticed it. We were talking after the second game. They're like, when we can get the engage, when we can get the fight we want, we did really well in team. When we got, we're like, we don't know if we want to jump on it, and then they jumped on us. We were just all out of sorts and got crushed. So that's something we need to definitely improve on, is being able to disengage. Having that gust really provided that reset button that we could have, because in the last one I tried to blow away 3 of them with the Zeratul in that final fight, and keep the Lily a little farther forward than the rest of them, and then everybody just jump on her, and it worked out in the end. But yeah, it's one of those ults. I like doing damage, but that one gives us a second chance at picking the fight that we really wanted, and that's pretty much the strategy we went with in that last match.
Yeah, definitely. I was really impressed with that. I mean, you had the VP and then the Jaina ring, and some of you were definitely going to die. It was like that gust couldn't have been more perfect. It was great. So
Yeah,
well
we were
done.
expecting to lose at least one, and I mean the Stukov, he came through pretty clutch with the heal right out of the VP. Jaina, which thankfully I think it hit 3 of us, but it didn't hit the Stukov, so he could do what he needed to do and get everybody knocked away, and and then the gust, and we could really reset that fight as much as we needed.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty scary fight there at the end, but I think our support player played that one really well. And then our tank Johanna, he was just chittering the whole time, like, Jaina's not going to be in this fight. I got her. You guys do your own thing. I'm just going to keep walking around following her. Which
Nice.
he did. He pretty much did the whole thing with Jaina.
Yeah, no, it completely worked out. And I said I was going to ask, so what made you guys pick Hello Kitty Action Squad as your team name?
Wow, what does that go back to? That was our team name in League when we just played together as a group in League of Legends. It was a joke back in some of the guys' college days. I think there was a little bit of liquid courage that was involved to help them, pick out that team name. But we were just having fun, and so we would always play games and be like, we're sucking right now. We're gonna go to Hello Kitty Island and play a game we're comfortable with.
Nice.
And so then just kind of a natural progression. And so in League we came up with Hello Kitty Action Squad. Really really gung ho. And then so we were trying to really find a good picture that represented us, and one of our players found that one that you guys see.
Yeah.
I'm the pink one. I've been told. So
It is on screen right now for those of you watching
okay.
at home. Yeah, your little logo's there. It's adorable.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a solid choice for a team picture, and so we're hoping to intimidate people with our cuteness.
Oh, definitely. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you. I think I already told you guys you're my very first cast for Heroes Lounge, and also my very first solo cast. So thanks for being my guinea pig.
Oh, absolutely. We're planning on going and watching the stream again later to kind of learn a few things because none of us were able to watch it. We got a few people watching. They're going to come tell us all the mistakes we made here in a little bit,
Oh,
but
well, you guys did a lot of
that's all
things
right.
well, and I hope that you are able to, like see some things maybe you hadn't thought of. But you guys played wonderfully, and again, congratulations for winning your very first match. So before I let you go celebrate, though, the floor is yours. Do you have any shout outs or anything you'd like to say?
My wife and my kid, they're watching the game right now. My wife is like the best trooper, so I don't get a lot of time to play. So when I do get the chance to come home and play, she takes the kid because he's like 1.5, and so she takes him and gets out so we can have full time. But they said that they were going to be watching the game some wherever they went over to down the road or something like that. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I know there's a lot of other guys out there that are watching the game, but they're the ones that let me do what I enjoy, so they get the shout out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me for the interview, taking your time out of your day to do that. And we can't wait to see what you guys do next. So you have, you probably don't know when your next game is or anything like that yet, right?
Yeah, they told us we get Thanksgiving off, which is going to be awesome. We're going to use it to scrim a little bit, and then I think our next match is going to be the following week in early December.
Awesome. All right. Well, for everybody watching, again, this is NA. This is Division 5. That's Hello Kitty Action Squad, who walk away with, taking 2 out of 3 maps. It was a really close match with FF and the Pancakes. Well played by both teams. And Ice X, thank you again. And say hello to the rest of your team and congratulations.
All right. Thanks a lot, Swing.
Take care. All right, everybody. So again, thank you so much for joining, watching this great matchup. It's a lot of fun. If you guys are interested in finding more information about me and my casting, I'm here on Twitch at twitch.tv/swingtime. And on Twitter, you can reach me at SwingTime Gaming. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. The inaugural Heroes League NA cast. I'm super excited to be here. Can't wait to cast more games. Definitely say hello to me anytime you see me in game or on Twitter or wherever, and I'll be seeing some more of you guys in the future. Thanks again for watching on Twitch, and really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everybody. Take care. Bye.